what it was. Actually, I do know what it was. My friend asked for some pictures, which made me go through my camera roll. And I rarely go through my camera roll. And I came across this picture of when I had bangs, and you know, it was cute. And I asked her, bangs or no bangs? And she said bangs, which gave me the urge to cut them, to give myself some bangs. So here we are with bangs. Of course, first impressions from the kids, from Jorge, they did not like it. But then I guess as, you know, the night went on, Jorge said, they're not too bad, but don't ever listen to your friend. He said I should grow them out. So anyway, here I am with my bangs. We will see how this goes, but I feel like I can work with them, you know, and I like them for a few reasons, just because I feel like it gives me a little bit more in the front without having the really thin wispies right there. So it's nice for a couple of reasons, but I do have to say, having bangs, it's just a lot more high maintenance. I feel like your hair doesn't always look as nice, especially if it's a windy day, for instance, things like that. You know, there are things that I really dislike about having bangs, but then of course I also feel like you can, you know, do little cute hairstyles and stuff when you do have bangs. I mean, you can do them even if you don't, but I'm just saying it makes it a little more fun to try little hairstyles here and there. So we're gonna work with the bangs situation today. But today is the first day of November. Happy November. I feel good right now, and one of the things that I've set up for myself is to have my work done before or by the 1st of each month, which I have to say that it's quite a thrill for me to be able to accomplish some things and then to begin the month with those things having been done. And I didn't even put my earrings in yet or my ring on. So I feel really good on the 1st of the month, and I look forward to it. And this past month especially, I just feel like I've been able to accomplish a lot, especially with the publishing of my new book, which, by the way, I did a giveaway, and I let the person know who I gave it away to email me. So I will see if she emails me, and I'm going to put the name right here, so that you can see who the winner is. She's the winner if she is in the US. If not, then I'm going to have to choose someone else. So I'm waiting for her email, and then I can send her book out as soon as my author copy comes, because I ordered a few author copies, and those take a little longer to get here than if you were to order on, you know, just regular. Like when I ordered full price, then it got here within 2 days. So that's the deal. Author copies take longer, I guess. But anyway, if you go back and forth sometimes between having bangs and not, and then regretting it or whatever, it's not that I regret it right now, actually, because I'm going to enjoy the time of having them, and then, you know, they'll kind of start growing out, and there's always that, the moment when you first get them, it's like they're a little too short, they weren't cut right. I did it myself too. I should have waited until my daughter, my hairstylist daughter, did it for me, but it was out of impulse, and that's how I am sometimes. I'm very impulsive sometimes. I just get a feeling to do something and I want to do it, and then I do. And then I have to live with it. But sometimes it's like it's like if I were to think about it too long, then I wouldn't do it, you know? So sometimes being impulsive pays off. That's all I'm gonna say. Did it pay off with this hairstyle? I don't know. We'll have to see. But what I have noticed are the gray hairs that I'm getting. I especially have a few within my bangs. And it's just kind of funny because when I was looking in the mirror sometimes, I'm just like, why does my hair look so ashy right there, you know? And I don't use dry shampoo or anything, but it just has this dry shampoo look. The look that I do not like at all. All right, let's get a little curvature maybe. Maybe a little curve. By the way, I got this new curling iron because I left my other one at the other house when I was curling my hair for Sunday service. And then I thought when I got home, oh my goodness, I forgot my curling iron. And I would like to have a curling iron here because I don't always want to use the hot rollers. And so I went and I found this one at Walmart. How do you say that? Lunge. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's in the blush color, and I just like that. It's a wand. It also came with a glove so that you don't burn yourself. But so far I've been doing okay. I only burned myself a little. So anyway, here's the hair. We don't know. We are just going to roll with it. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make the most of it while we have it. So I started to do something today that I have never done before, and that is to start working out with lifting weights. So I started doing that with Jorge. We are going to be getting up early in the morning every day. When I start something, I have to keep doing it. And I feel that he and I will be able to help each other in these areas. He's really good at lifting weights, knowing what to do, all of that. And I'm really good at being the one to stick with it and press through in those times where you don't feel like doing something. And so I just feel like we kind of need each other in these different ways. You know, he's showing me proper form and everything on how to lift the weights. That's how we met, is I met him at the gym, and that's what he used to do. That's how he would spend his days when he wasn't hanging out with friends and stuff, was at the gym. So I'm excited for this next chapter of our lives because we are going to be getting in shape and just, you know, doing away with a lot of the unhealthy habits that we've had, and just being a lot more healthy, health conscious, and lifting the weights, because I know that that will be so good for me, especially as I'm aging. And I know it'll be good for him. But he was talking to a guy from work, and he was telling him how, you know, he spends the first part of his day working out and lifting weights. And if he didn't do that, he wouldn't end up doing it by the end of the day. And Jorge has always resisted that. And I would try to tell him, you know, that if we just did it in the morning, you'd have more energy. And, you know, because by the end of the day, who feels like working out? I don't. And just because he did that when he was 20 definitely does not mean that will work out for him now when he is in his 40s. You know, your energy level changes. It's like imagining having children right now. I couldn't imagine having kids. I mean, people do it all the time, but I'm just saying, with the way that I felt in my 20s having children, when I just felt like it was prime time for me and my energy level and everything, I couldn't imagine doing that now. And not saying that that's wrong to do that now or that I would discourage someone. I'm just saying I couldn't imagine. So I'm not saying that it's not possible to work out later in the day, but you have to know yourself too. You have to know that after a full day's worth of work, you're not going to be up to doing that. What do you want to do? He's usually just kind of, you know, wants to veg out on the couch, or I don't know, do something that he can just not have to think about and everything. So anyway, know thyself. So today I want to show you a few things around the house and a few things that we've had done. And also I need to prepare the casita because we are going to be having guests pretty soon. And I've washed all the sheets and whatnot, but then I started to just do the white comforter. It's like a linen blend by Casa Luna, which is from the Target brand. Well, it's at Target. It's a brand at Target. And that's the same one as our salmon color one that I have for the bed. But I was wondering if I should just go back to the salmon and put the white on the guest bed. So I'm going to bring it downstairs and see how I feel about it, and then decide what I'm going to do. But that's what we're going to do today. But first I have to show you a few things around the house that have been getting done and that just make me feel so good. So the first thing are these really beautiful hooks that Jorge purchased himself from Amazon, and he surprised me with them. And I just love having them over here because then I don't have to try to get across over here to get them after the shower. The other thing is this beautiful painting that Jorge hung up for me. I would like to get something else to fill in this spot, maybe a vase or something. We will just have to see, but for now I just put a couple of candles up there, and I really like this color, all the colors that are within this painting. It is perfect for the salmon color or just a blush color, but it's the salmon color that I've been going with. And I've been having this on here for a few days. I'm still, you know, actually just looking at this. I mean, it's nice, but I think I'm ready to go back with the salmon, and I'll just bring the white downstairs, and that's very neutral and will be good for the guest bedroom. Well, it's not a guest. I mean, that's where our guests are going to be staying. So we have the guest bedroom upstairs here, and I already have the bedding for that, but the casita is also where we house guests sometimes. Like we had our friends Pete and Allie come over, and they have 3 little boys. And so the casita just made the most sense for them because then they had, you know, a space for the kids to sleep and everything. So we will go down there. But first, I have to show you my office. I feel I have been working nonstop this week on all of the things, whether it was the book, whether it was the Lady of the House Legacy magazine, and then also videos, things like that. Especially coming back from a week of being off, it just seemed like so much. But remember this desk that I found at Deseret Industries, which is a thrift store? I get a question about that. What is the DI? The DI is short for Deseret Industries, and it's a thrift store. But I found this desk there, and it had a couple of holes over here because it wasn't a desk that you would necessarily put out in the middle of the room, but I wanted to have a desk that would be in the middle of the room. And so Jorge put a backing on it, And then he trimmed it out with this, and I just love the way that this turned out. He even put a trim up here. He put it down there, and I couldn't be happier with it. It really did just make the desk. So here's the desk. It's beautiful. I still have some touch up to do on the very bottom of the legs because I never lifted the desk to be able to paint that portion of it. But eventually, it's not something that really stands out to me or anything, but that is a little something that at some point I will need to do. So anyway, that was just the best little extra thing that he did recently. And I've actually been waiting to paint this. I just did it last night because I've had to wait a couple of days because I was working on other stuff, and you know, priorities, but this is now done. I actually went over the entire top portion again, and then the sides, but all of that, of course. So it just looks so good. I feel very happy with it, and he was really pleased with it as well. Okay, so I just switched this out. I'm going to bring the white linen one downstairs, I've decided. And I was just sent the Daily Connoisseur's Guide to Living Well at Home, Making Everyday Life Extraordinary by Jennifer L. Scott. I just love this book so far. I haven't read through it all yet, but I did look through the entire book, and it is so beautiful. The artwork, the concept of everything. My favorite is this picture right here. This painting, sketch, whatever it is. This piece of art right here. This is my favorite. I love the wardrobe or the armoire, and just the dress, the mirror, everything. All the details in this book are truly beautiful. One of the things that I really like about it is the scenery. The scenery came just straight from her own home, I feel, which is really lovely. And then, of course, all the inspiration homes that she has in here, and just of her everyday life. There are snapshots basically in here that I know just from watching her videos and seeing her pictures that she does for her thumbnails and things like that, that it's just like scenes from her life. And I just thought that that was so cute, such a lovely touch to this book. And there are just so many wonderful pieces of information in here. And see this. It's like I know that there are so many different, I know exactly where this is in her home, right? And those of us who've watched Jennifer and her channel, we all know that. And this too, just all of this looks like her bedroom, for instance, and it's just so beautiful. So anyway, I love the cover, or the dust jacket, and it's also beautiful that it's just a plain white book and has the gold lettering on there. So anyway, I started reading it last night. I look forward to reading the rest of it today, and I will definitely do a review for all of you. But so far, first impressions, it's beautiful, and I'm so thankful that she had one sent to me and that I get to share it with all of you. So first and foremost, this is the Casita bedroom, and I have a lamp in here right now, but I am going to end up taking this floor lamp, putting that in the family room downstairs. I have these two nightstands that my mom gave me for my birthday, and I thought those would work out well in here. And we're going to take out this chair because it's too crowded now, I feel, especially with these nightstands. So Jorge is going to hang some pictures for me. I have this artwork right here that I found at Ross. and it's a set of 3. So I was thinking that this would be nice to have above the bed. And I think the colors will look really pretty in here. So that's what he's going to hang for me right now. This is what it's supposed to look like when it's done. And we'll see how it turns out. As he figures that out, I would like it a little higher. He's saying that it has to be centered with the air conditioner, which is fine. I would like it up a little higher just because eventually I think that, you know, I'll have bigger pillows down here. So the internet says, hang a picture about 6 to 12 inches above a headboard, with 8 inches being a common and effective distance. This space creates a balanced look and prevents the art from feeling disconnected or too crowded. So that's what I'm going to do. I have a couple of inspiration pictures here, but that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to have Jorge do. And I think that this will be a very calming scenery. I like the colors in here, especially if I ever bring more color into this space. But for now, it's just going to be the black. And this bed came with the house. And then, as I said, my mom gifted me these for my birthday when she came into town. And there is this piece, the pull that goes to that is, it was in the drawer, it just wasn't attached. So he will attach that and then it will look just like that one. So I have the bed to make and I'll get started on that. I just wanted to give you a little tour of this casita in here. So there is a barn door right past the dresser and TV area. And so this is the dressing room, which leads into the bathroom, which is just a walk-in shower. And then, oh, I need to bring this back upstairs because I forgot that this was down here, and that could be a problem when I'm not down here all the time. I just brought this down here when we had guests. Oh my gosh, a moth. We have a moth. I need to do something about that. Anyway, I'm going to bring this back upstairs and then focus when we do have guests on bringing a couple of things down here just to liven the space up a bit. So what you'll see by the time I'm done in here is probably what I will have it like when we do have guests here, but there are a couple of things that I would likely take out of here. Maybe I don't know. I don't really want to put fake plants down in here, but maybe I will end up having to do that anyway. But there are a couple of things that I need to clean in here, like these pendants right here, the pendant lighting. I can really see the dust now, and everything else is pretty good. Like I did a once over on it when we had people here before, but I completely forgot about the lighting, and that really does bother me. So I'm going to do that, move this back into the family room area, and then that will be it. This is the little entryway, which you can get to from the workout room, the gym. So we have the gym. And it's not all set up exactly how we would like it to be just yet, and we're going to add some more things in here. But for now, we have a place to work out. It's been really great. We have a mirror down there. It's just a closet mirror that Jorge brought from the other house. But anyway, a lot of things to kind of make into a home or to make it feel more like a home, make it a place that, you know, is welcoming and inviting. So, okay, first things first, I need to make this bed. I don't feel like this grayish blue color really looks the best with that, with all of that art, but it will do. What I think will be good would be when I get the Euro pillows in here, because I have 3 Euro pillows that I've been saving that came with the house, and it actually had this bedding on it, this gray bedding on it, but it was in another room. So we didn't really like it for my daughter when she was staying in that room. She didn't like that color. And so I took it out of there, and I've just kind of been holding on to it because I wanted to use the Euro pillows in our room, but I think that it will look really good in here too. So especially with it paired with this at the end of the bed here. So I think that it might actually look nice, and just tie all of it together. And even though it's not like that same color blue that's up in the sky, there is some grayish blue in there as well. So I think that it will pull that color and it will be just fine. It's a really nice neutral too in here. We're going to get this chair out of here, and then it will be a lot less heavy in here. I'm going to move that nightstand over a bit. I think Jorge is going to fix that drawer. And once I have the pillows on here, there's a plant in here. I think it will look great. And pretty soon I'd also like to bring in some lamps as well. So I will be on the lookout for either lamps that I would like in our room, and then I'll bring the ones that are in our room down here, or something that would look good in here. But I'm pretty much looking for something that could go anywhere, but I wanted to have like a glass base. So that's just what I'm looking for. That's what I have in mind. And then the other thing that I really want to do today is to sweep all of those leaves up, and maybe that will be something that I will do right after this is done. Having the artwork definitely just makes it feel a lot more lived in here, especially the very plush bedding. All of it really does make this room feel so much better and like it's a very welcoming space, which is exactly what I want as we are going to be hosting another family this coming week, which I really look forward to. It will be their first time here and they're just really good friends. Jennifer's book, and if you haven't pre-ordered yours, I would encourage you to do so. I think that you will really enjoy it as far as what I've read so far. If you love the kind of content that I create, I'm pretty sure that you also enjoy Jennifer's videos and her channel, and especially her books. So I will leave the link to that in my description box below, along with my new book, The Lady of the House Handbook, Making the Everyday Beautiful, inspired by Nikki. Thank you so much for being here, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.
Welcome to Inspired by Nikkiyt. Today's episode, our smoker. Right now it's currently being seasoned. We have good vegetable oil on every surface and smoking meats to come.
So Jorge has had this for a few years now. Well, we've had this for a few years now, but he never opened it until now. So we're excited about this. I can't wait to have... Are you going to smoke the turkey this year? I think a smoked turkey would be so good. Yeah, that will be really good. So I look forward to